Well, well, well. So we have an interesting Maple MEMO today. Wow. So people were saying ever since the most recent update, it felt like Absolab and Arcane boxes were dropping not as much as they were supposed to. Specifically in Heroic World, because quite honestly, I didn't notice really any change. And what's funny about this is like they just come out and say, oh, we confirmed that there was unintentionally decreased. And then they give us, for Heroic World, a 1.5 drop rate event for boxes until February 4th. So I wonder if Nexon tried to ninja nerf the boxes in Heroic World and saw that it was backlash, and they're like, oh no, 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 no. Very interesting. Because I really do wonder if people weren't like tracking their boxes and doing mathematics and all that, would we even have this? Now this is kind of interesting, the second part here. So they're basically confirming, watch, listen to this. We also investigated reports regarding the existence of items with abnormal stat options. Through this investigation, we confirmed that only an extremely small number of such items were created through illegitimate methods. The player, not plural, Valve has been permanently banned and the affected items have been removed from the game. So if you guys remember that video I did a few weeks ago where I went over that Reddit post where it showed like really sus items, well, it turns out I also even recorded this here where I investigated the auction house when somebody brought to my attention that this Dreamy Belt was in the auction house. And for those of you who don't know, because you don't play like interactive role, you don't know what bonus pots are, basically the idea is, if you look, this is my belt on the right, this is this belt in the auction house, and essentially you cannot, it's literally impossible to roll 13% and 10% int on like accessories and armors. On weapons, secondary, and emblem, yes. But obviously on weapons, secondary, and emblem, you wouldn't want like percent int or percent stat. Or whatever. Right? So essentially what happened here is this item, it's not like some freak glitch that could happen or anything like that. It was created illegitimately by a player, whatever that means. Also, what's funny in if you like, this thing was listed for 140 bill and actually somebody bought it within the couple of minutes. Within the couple of minutes that it was up for sale for 140 bill. And if you were to go in the auction house and search in the market tab normally shows items sold for like the past 2 or 3 months, and it's completely removed from even the market search. So you can't even search this, but I do have the recorded evidence. But this wasn't the only item that I found sus in the auction house that day. Now we're looking at these like 25-star, like double prime, like perfect bonus pot basically. And you might be thinking, okay, well, somebody just, was making some gear, yada, yada, yada. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure almost all these equips are still, like, in the auction house if they haven't gotten sold. Like, hang on, let me fix this a little bit. So yeah, there's a lot of like weird, like never been equipped, not scrolled, and you know, just like perfect bonus pot, double prime, not flamed, like not even posted in like the Scanian Discord. And this is what really gets me going, is there's this Sweetwater pendant, right? And then there was a luck one too. Not quite as good main pot, but same bonus pot. Very sus. And what makes this sus is that, like, so let me okay, there's a lot of variables and factors here. So let me start off by saying when an item isn't equipped, like right here you see cannot be traded when equipped. That means the item was never equipped. And what that essentially means is that you cannot use karma cubes on it. Right? The ones with the K on it. K can only be used on items that say untradeable. Like this pendant, my pendant on the right. So what this means is that this person cubed this item with regular glowing cubes, solid cubes, bright cubes, or like violet cubes, or like the equality cubes. And same with the bonus pot. Glowing cubes, regular glowing cubes, because for whatever reason, Nexon doesn't really sell regular bright cubes in the cash shop for whatever reason. And you might be thinking, well, this person maybe bought cube service, which cube service from like reward points is a thing, buying solid cube service is a thing, but the amount of solid cubes you need to get triple prime is ridiculous. So the fact that it's cubed with those regular cubes, and also if you were to look in the Scanian Discord, or maybe even the Bira Discord too, there is not enough cubes that get sold as service for you to realistically roll, especially this bonus pot. And probably 90% of the cubes that are sold as service for main pot are solid cubes. And the chances of you hitting 13, 13, 13, or even 33 for that matter, I mean 33 is obviously a lot easier, but it's still really hard to hit with solid cubes. So that means that this person somehow, some way, like probably equality cubed it, or maybe they got double prime and uni cubed it, and maybe they, you know, spent a lot of money on bonus cubes, because this bonus pot, I'm telling you guys, is not cheap. Like, we're talking hundreds upon hundreds, maybe even 1,000 plus bonus cubes on average for something like this. And so basically that means service is out of the question, and the chances of you profiting off of not doing like cube service, not using karma cubes, is basically next to zero. Like, the amount of luck you have to get to make something like this and still be in the green is insane. Crazy. Now let's move on to the next part. The pendant is not transposed. It's not scrolled. It's not flamed. It's not transposed. Who in their right mind is spending this kind of cheddar on an item that's essentially useless because you didn't transpose over a good At this point, the only thing you can transfer over that's good is a Reaper Pendant, because the Reaper Pendant has 13 scroll slots. So you scroll a Reaper Pendant, then transpose the scrolls over, and then you flame it. Who is spending this ridiculous amount of money? Not to mention 25 stars. 25 stars, man. It's crazy. The amount of spares you need for this is insane. And when I was looking at the math to do, like, because I was like, okay, you know, it maybe costs like 20 to 40 bill to get like an item to 23 star. That's like level 150, level 160-ish, something like that, during like a Shining Star Force event. And I was looking and I was like, okay, I have a Sweetwater Pendant. How much are spares? Spares are normally pretty cheap. I don't even think there was like 20. I think there was maybe like 15 or so clean Sweetwater Pendants in the auction house, and half of them were like double, like 1.5x overpriced of what they were selling for before. Obviously, they probably went up because of the new system, but like you got not only one, but like two of them. Like, come on, what's going on here? Which, by the way, these are still up in the auction house as of yesterday when I checked. I'm not logged in right now, so I can't really check. So, anyways, back to the MEMO. So, you know, it's crazy here. Like, you think they'd go into more detail. It's like 2 sentences. Look at this. Exploiting illegitimate methods is absolutely unacceptable act that threatens the game's economy and fair play environment. Oh boy, don't get me started. Going forward, maplestory will strengthen its monitoring efforts and take firm, decisive action against all forms of illicit play to do our best to create a trustworthy game environment. Haven't they been saying this for like 3 decades? What the fuck? How are people just, like, I think them confirming that this was a thing instead of silently deleting it, it causes more concern, because now people are going to be looking at how did this player do this, and now the hacker community is probably going to go crazy. Or was it an inside job? And now, lastly, additionally, we conducted a thorough review of the Star Force enhancement system, which we know is a great area, which is an area of great interest for many players. Based on our eternal investigations, we have clearly confirmed that all settings and values related to Star Force enhancement are functioning as intended and designed. Notice they say intended and designed, not what's displayed. So do we really trust the people who investigate this that caused this? I think there's more to this story than meets the eye. With the exploit, the player, the Star Force system, okay, maybe that's a little bit of copying, but holy crap. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is a very interesting, man, does it feel fucking weird. I think there's way more to this story than meets the eye, though. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know.